All right, I'm just going to cut right to the chase. The reason your skincare is not working is this, and a little bit of this. Basically, your diet. A lot of people do not make the connection, and it's probably the #1 mistake we see people making when trying to treat their acne, is that they are ignoring what's going inside of their body and just trying to treat their acne externally. Well, I'm here today to tell you that what you put in your body in the form of your diet and the foods that you're eating is reflected in your face and in your skin. And if you want to get clear skin, the easiest thing to do is to adjust your diet. There's a reason why the Standard American Diet's acronym is SAD, because it's really sad what it is doing not only to our bodies but also our skin. Let's see here. Carrot or Twinkie? So let's not focus on the past and things we may have been doing up until this point. Let's focus on the future and how we can fix it. There are 3 main things that we are doing that is affecting our skin. First is we are eating foods that are causing an inflammatory response in our body. The next thing is we are not getting enough fiber. So when we don't have enough fiber in our diet, there's a buildup in our colon, and our colon cannot excrete our waste and the toxins that are in our system. So they stay locked up there in our colon, and after enough time in our colon, the toxins leach out into your body. Your body needs to expel those toxins in some way, and they come out through your skin. And the third thing we are doing in our Standard American Diet that is causing acne is we are eating foods that affect our hormones, and usually that is by eating foods that contain hormones in them. So a lot of meat products and dairy products. So to have clear skin, here are the top foods you need to avoid. First is salt, and we are overloaded with salt, sodium, iodine in the Standard American Diet, and that is mostly coming from processed foods, frozen food, and table salt. So avoid it, because salt is extremely inflammatory for the body and it is a major contributor to acne. Next is dairy products. Dairy affects our hormonal balance in our bodies. If you are noticing you're breaking out on your jawline and your chin, dairy is probably to blame. There are so many different dairy alternatives now that you really don't need to be drinking regular milk. There's almond milk, there's rice milk, coconut milk, soy milk, so many different milk alternatives. So cut out the dairy and start using alternatives. Next is sugar, and this one hurts the most for me because I have a crazy sweet tooth, but sugar is extremely inflammatory for the body, so we need to cut it out. And one thing that I have started doing to combat my sweet tooth is I make my desserts, my own ice cream at home, using something called a Yonana machine. It uses a banana instead of dairy products to make amazing tasting ice cream. I actually mentioned it and showed a demo of it in my January favorites video, so I will link that below, but it has changed my life. Next is white flour and processed foods in general. These are blocking up our system. They are keeping the toxins locked up in our colons and projecting that toxic waste into our systems. So cut out all the processed junk. You should be eating real food and not something that's coming in a package. Last but not least is low quality meat. And meat is a lot of times injected with antibiotics and hormones that affect the hormonal balance in our bodies. So we need to be careful about the types of meat we eat. If you do want to have meat, then you want to look for organic grass-fed meat that is not injected with hormones. It's very, very important. Now, let's get to the fun stuff, what you should be eating. First and foremost, I am probably not the first person to tell you this, and I won't be the last, but you need to be eating tons and tons of vegetables. You need to learn to love vegetables. And for me personally, this transition was a little bit difficult because I never really had vegetables up until a few years ago. I wasn't a huge fan. But what I did is I signed up to get a farmer's market box. You should check your city, do a little Googling and see if there's any nearby. Basically, you can get a box of fresh, local, organic vegetables from your local co-op, and it exposes you to new fun vegetables. Next is your water, your hydration. Extremely, extremely important for flushing toxins out of our body. Just by drinking more water alone, you will notice a big difference in your skin. And if you are like me and you don't like water, I don't know if I'm kind of a freak, so I will put cucumber or lemon in my water, or sometimes I use vitamin flavor packets, put that in my water, or I will drink green tea. So find a way to increase your water intake and you will notice your face will start to glow. Other things that are great: protein shakes, vegetable soups, brown rice, complex carbohydrates, beans. Basically, if you read between the lines here, what I'm trying to say is a general healthy diet is actually a clear skin diet. Now, in terms of supplements, I'm going to keep it really easy for you. I get so overwhelmed when I keep hearing that I need vitamin D, C, B, A, Z. It's like too much. I need it easy. So I'm going to keep it really easy for you. And basically the two most important supplements you need to be taking for your skin is a high quality fish oil supplement, and also you want to be taking a good probiotic. This is so important for your digestion, to help your digestive system process foods and nutrients better. So those are just some of the general do's and don'ts, what to eat and what to avoid. To give you a very clear idea of what a clear skin diet looks like in practice, I'm going to show you what I eat in a typical day.
For a typical breakfast, I will have one of two things: steel-cut oats with strawberries, green tea, and my fish oil supplement, or I'll make myself a protein drink with a bunch of frozen fruits, spinach, almond milk, protein powder, and blend that all up, and I will take it with me to go. For lunch, I will make myself a healthy salad with whatever veggies I have on hand and some chicken on top. And I pack myself some dressing to go with it, just extra virgin olive oil and some balsamic vinegar, and take that with me to go. For a snack, I'll have an Orgain protein drink or some kind of a bar. And for dinner, I make myself kind of a healthy fajita plate with peppers, avocado, onion, black beans, rice, and some tortilla chips. So here's my homemade guacamole, rice, beans, and some tasty fajitas.
And if you look in the description box, I'm going to include a whole bunch of different meal ideas, breakfast ideas, lunch ideas, and dinner ideas. So here are some of the things I do to keep myself consistently motivated to stay healthy. The first thing I recommend that you do is go on Netflix and watch a documentary on clean, healthy eating. It inspires me more than anything else, more than anyone could tell me, more than reading a book, is watching a documentary. Some of my favorite documentaries, these are all streaming for free on Netflix, is Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, Hungry for Change, Forks Over Knives, Food Matters. There's so many great documentaries that go in a lot more detail than I went into here. Tonight, before you go to bed, watch one of these documentaries, and I promise it will motivate you more so than I ever could by talking to you right now in a 5-minute video. The hardest part of changing your diet is changing your habits, and it took me a long time to fully transition over. The sweets was the hardest thing for me. So you can do it, and you will notice such a big impact in your skin. And once you start eating healthier, you won't need as many products. All you'll need is to maintain your beautiful skin with moisturizer and a very light skin regime. So I hope you learned something in this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me know that you are liking what I'm putting out there. And thanks so much again for watching. I'll see you very soon.